Grinders, you know who it is. Your boy Pokewinger back on the grind, back on the race to 10K. Guys, today we have $6,528 in the bankroll, still on the up. We're doing pretty good. Before this video gets started, I want to just settle something real quick. Some of you guys have already seen this, but some new people haven't, and I'm getting some haters as the more kind of success you have and as your bankroll grows up, keeps going up. Guys, here is, if you look at my HUD here, it says all dates, all games, all big blinds. People are saying that I'm just a lucky player. If you want to look over here, guys, this HUD is about a year and a half old. I've had many other HUDs before, but this is shows all my games I've ever played on this HUD. It is 32,000 tournaments, 388 games, and I'm running below EV, quite a bit below EV if you want to pause and look at that. Meaning that this is, if there was no luck, I should have won that many chips, but because there is luck, I'm running below that. So people keep saying that all I do is I win, luck. After 32,000 hands, games, that's not even hands, that's games. So I've played well over 100,000 hands there, and I'm not running lucky after 32,000 games. So whoever talks shit, I can't please everyone, but if that's not proof that I'm just a lucky player, I don't know what is. And as you can see, we're consistent winners, and we're not even running lucky. So anyways, I just wanted to settle that. I wanted to do something a little different in this video. Usually I just show you guys final tables. Today we're going to do something. I'm going to buy in at all 6 formats. I've never done this, but we're going to play all 6 games and see if we see different skill levels. So these first 2, I'm going to bang off a $1 one, and I hope to God we don't get a jackpot. But I wanted to make kind of a funner video for you guys. Most of you only see me play the higher stakes here. So let's go to the one. We're going to play 2 of them at a time here, just so it's not a super long video. We're going to play table. The $1 table is on the left, and the $2 table is on the right. And we're going to just kind of see how these go. Most of these players I probably haven't played before, but you never know. I haven't played even a $5 game, and well, I actually had the $5 tickets. So from the chest, I win these $5 tickets. I actually have one more right now, so we'll be buying into the 5s for free. But I haven't played. I've only been buying in from the 12s and the 25s as of late. But when I did start the bankroll with like $300, we were playing a lot of 5s. When I did my first bankroll challenge with the 100 to 1,000, we were buying in at the 1s and the 2s here, and the 5s. So I've definitely played all the formats. My goal was to move up as fast as I can to get the more wins you have at the end is obviously the biggest result your account's going to jump. I'm still going to try to play this as best as I can. I might take a couple more gambles because these players are going to be very wild, so I can open my range a little bit because they're not going to have as tight as a range. So by calling a little wider, I should be okay. But it doesn't mean I want to play crazy donkey-ish, I could do one night just buying it from the ones, going all in every hand just for fun for a video, but for now we're gonna try to see if our skill advantage. It's a very small sample, right? I could lose all 6 of these games for sure, right? Here we have Ace King. So these are one of these hands that I could, at the $2 stake here, I could just go all in here like that, because it's not the optimal play at a final table. I wouldn't do this at the 25s. I wouldn't do this. But when you're playing people who want to gamble, like pocket 7s, I said I still want to play very great, but these are the plays I'm talking about that if I was only playing the 1s and the 2s, I would look for these spots instead of grinding it very a long grind. Look for calls where you're going to be slight favorites there. You look up with kings, but a lot of times you'll be a slight favorite, and you can kind of take those chances, and then as you move up in stakes, when people tighten their range, you kind of smarten up a little bit. So we'll see how this goes here. That guy outflops us there, outturns us, so we're running dead there. So we have lost the $2 game. This guy here is going to try to slow us down here. We're not repping anything here, guys, but we're gonna bet over pot here, and we get away with the $1 game. Okay, so just so it's not the longest video, like I said, we're gonna buy in right now from the 5. So we lost the $2. We had a $5 ticket here. And we'll just see how it goes here. People ask me all the time, what stakes do I play? What's the best to buy in? It really depends on your bankroll and your skill level and what you're comfortable with, how much buy-ins you want to risk. I think overall that window between the 5s, 12s, and 25s, 25s can add up quickly, so you definitely want to have a big bankroll. But obviously, the closer you buy into 60, you're going to win the 60 more often. And the higher you buy in, the better chance you have at a really big jackpot. If it ever was happened, this is a bounty tournament, right? So for me to get like a purple one here and I only get like, a dollar or two, you really want to try to move up in stakes to try to get knockouts. But I also think you could very safely build a bankroll if you really just want to grind it out. The old school, play thousands and thousands of games. I think at very little risk you could grind this out playing the $1. I think it would be a slow grind, but it can definitely be done. We're all in King 10 on table 1 here. And we lose an all in. Okay, we get check raise on table 2. I'm just going to let that go. I know I have the king of spades here, but so this is a little... I'm actually going to jam here on table 2. It is aggressive. This guy's under 5 big blinds here. Got to try to isolate him. If he calls, we should be about 45% kind of range. Okay, we're dominating him. I didn't expect 7-5 to kind of call, but... And he gets the straight. So these kind of calls, they're going to happen. Ace Jack is an easy all in. Try to get a double up. Ace 10 is an easy all in on table 1. Can we win an all in? Okay, we're going to go all in on table 1 here. We do win an all in. I don't know if we get any booties. No, we do not. So the $5 table is on the table 2. We doubled up on table 1. Here, I'm actually going to let go of my king 5. Look at this. We would have lost, but we're going to label this guy a bounty hunter. Just he risked his tournament going after 2 bounties, which is a lot of you guys need to be doing that a lot more than you think. I'm going to try to do a limp in here on table 1. We're in position versus players we should be more experienced than. So the more we can play flops with them in position is going to benefit us. Ace 10 suited versus king 10. He catches a king, but we got spades. Now we need an ace. We don't get there, so he doubles up on table 2. So as you can see, a lot of my videos I post a lot of wins because it's final tables that show you guys kind of bankrolls. But I could play these low stakes and play hundreds of games and have very little profit, if any. Like it takes time grinding it out. I show you my graphs all the time, how many games I play, and then I'll sometimes do a video saying, guys, I played 500 games since the last video. I show a win, and then like all this guy does is win. Well, I just showed you I played 500 games to get to that point, and people, I don't know if they don't listen or what, or just want to talk shit for fun, but it's a big sample size. We're gonna go all in here. This guy's limping in, and we're trying to isolate this very short stack on table 1 here. Oh, I meant to go all in on table 2. So we did isolate the small guy. I'm gonna go all in on table 2 here. I would have preferred just to go all in with my king 10. Looks like he takes us out. So we've lost the $5, the $2. We're heads up for the $1. We'll kind of concentrate. So 8-9 against better players, I would just jam because it is a jam heads up. But because this is a $1 table, I don't think this guy's going to call optimal. So I might as well just kind of slow it down a little bit. I don't have to take that risk. I see a lot of people post graphs that like they're running really bad. There is styles you can play to minimize variance though. If you're always trying to look for those flips, and you're always getting in and you're only a 52-55% favorite, a lot of times you're going to go in big stretches where you're not running well. But if you minimize those variance kind of styles of play and slow down risk, believe it or not, you can slow down those losing streaks. I see a lot of people complain and they show graphs, and then I play against them and I see their style to play, and any given chance they just take those flips, and I really don't think that's the optimal play. A lot of times when you have a skill advantage, you guys hear me say it in a lot of my videos, when It's like I have 20 big blinds, they have 7, and I jam with like 9-8, you know, a 7-6 suited, and I know it's the right play, but I also know that I don't know if I need to take the risk. I'd rather wait for, you know, a better dominating spot. And then some people look at it just black and white. Well, that's a jam. You should be jamming it there. But there is strategy where you don't have to take risk as much as people think. So we win the $1 one. We're gonna have that to the side here. You know what? Well, this is what we'll do. We'll continue that. So we're going to the $2 one with that. We're gonna play our $12 game here. So we have our table 1 on the left is the $2 game that we just advanced, with the $12 game opening up on the right. Pocket fives versus ace jack all in first hand. I'm just gonna label this guy a little aggressive. He catches the jack. Okay, so the $12 table is on the right. So I've explained my videos are going to slow down a little bit, guys. I'll do at least probably one a week, if not more sometimes, depending on my schedule. But I've been on holidays. I'm about to get busy again. But I'll still update you guys with anything big happens. Obviously, if I get a big KO, a big downswing or a big upswing. But if I play a couple days and my bank account's kind of the exact same and nothing's happened, then sometimes I'm not going to do a video just for the sake of doing one. But if anything's happening, good or bad, I'll try to do a video and update you guys, even if it's just a quick one, just to give you guys an update. So there's a lot of cool little fun things you can do with these kind of formats that it would take a long time, but one thing I would find interesting, I would need a sample to prove it, but I think if you bought in at the $1 and you lost that, let's say you are a skillful player and you play a lot of Grand Tour. Let's say you bought in from the ones, you lost that game, then you buy in the 2, you lose it, and every time you lose, you keep moving up in stakes. And then when you win, second you win 1, you play it out, and then you start back down at the bottom. And every time you lose, you move up. I think that'd be another way. It'd be an interesting way to build a bankroll, is by doing something like that. We get 2 pair to jam us on the $2 table on table 1. We flop the straight there. So a lot of gamblers do that for like betting and blackjack. They start with a low bet. If they lose a hand, they double up, I think it's called martingale is like the technical or the name they use for gambling. And then that's why casinos are very smart. They'll cap you out on bets, so you can't keep doing it. Like if it's a $5 blackjack table, the most you can bet is like 200. So if you double up so many times, you can only do it like a handful of times, whatever that math would be. For the Grand Tour, obviously there's 6 stages. It'd be on your 6th one. You know, you could definitely go on 6 game losing streaks, but and I've done way more than that. But it'd be interesting. Okay, we got the best hand here in table 1. Our unfortunate river for that guy. Okay, Jack Queen here. I'm actually going to let go here. It's a tighter fold. I'm going to go with my my gut there. Okay, guys, we won the $2 game. Going to fold ace-3 there. It'd be really funny if we ran it all the way just by messing around here. Okay, ace-8 here from the button. We're going to jam into 2 people here at the $12 table. So table 1 is now a $5 table. We're coming in very short stack because we haven't had enough bounties. But let's see if we can win a flip or something and run it up. This guy here is a friend of the channel. He might think I've gone broke. We're going to jam ace-7 here. pocket tens. Let's see if we can get lucky here in table 2. We do not. So guys, I didn't think this was a great way to make money. I just wanted to show you kind of all stages. It was just taking a night off from our standard videos. Don't think like, what the hell are you doing? When I'm not recording, I'll go back to, you know, mostly playing the 12s and 25s. I've been doing a healthy mix of both, depending on the night. If I'm really locked in and I think I'm playing great and I notice the tables are softer, I heavily buy into the 25s. If I'm a little tired, or to be honest, I watch a lot of interviews and stuff. I read a lot of stock stuff and stuff when I'm playing. Then I build up on the 12s, and then I try to focus when I move up. I know it's not the smartest thing to do, but it's kind of what I've been doing. And then when I get to final tables, I try to be engaged as much as I can to try to maximize that. But I'm human, you know. I still mess around at times. I play with my phone when I'm playing and make common mistakes where it's easy to coach someone what not to do, and then we all kind of do the same thing. So we finally lost our game from the ones there, ace 10 versus ace queen. Okay, so we have a $12 game. I'm not gonna mess around too much longer because the video we're gonna limp in with the queens. You know what? So we're gonna have queens versus jack 10. See if we don't get a diamond. Nice. So we take him out. So we're going to the 25s here. Said I was going to show you buy-in from all stakes. So we're actually going to run 2 25 games to give us hopefully some more shots at the final table here. So we got a $25 game. We're going to buy into one more at the 25s here. Okay, so these are 2 $25 games. I like purple for the 25s. And let's see if we can win when it matters here. For you guys who want to see the big knockout, someone yesterday got $69,600. This guy here, the friend of the channel and a really nice guy, his name is Orange Devil. He's already got 2 big jackpots, a $29,000 and a $27,000. I might be off by a couple, but he's won 2 big jackpots, and he's also made this leaderboard at least 2 other times. Now he puts out a huge sample of playing. He's played a lot more games than myself, but he's definitely seen his fair share. And as far as I remember, he actually got knocked out, and he was the knockout of the jackpot versus another player. I think his was really big. I think someone knocked him out and got like, I thought it was like 160,000. I can't remember. My memory's not the best for that stuff, but people are getting big knockouts. Now there's rumors at the end of this month or in the near future, Pokerstars might be changing and dividing up these big knockouts more well-rounded. So less of the big ones, but these small ones will start being a little more, to kind of average it out a little bit. I have mixed feelings about that. Half me wants me to do that because it will keep the money in people's accounts playing Grand Tour. We have a better chance at the mediocre ones, but I also want life-changing chance too. And I think if they do that, it's going to be harder for us to hit a life-changing one. You know, we'll get like more chances, like 1,000 or 2,000, but we want those big life-changing ones, right? We want to put in the big volume, play 100,000 of these, and maybe one day it's our time to make something big happen. So our pocket kings win on table 2. I'm not going to mess around on table 1 here. We're going to raise them up. We have jack 10 here. He's going to have any club's going to call us. Could already be behind, but we're going to get it in. But we're going to get a jack or a 10, right? A 10? We do not. So we lose our 25 on table 1. We have a nice healthy stack on table 2. We catch the king here. Another video I might be doing for you guys from not playing, I might do a video of like my top 10 Grand Tour questions, the ones that I get the most, that I have to talk about all the time. And you know, there's new people come to the channel all the time, and you know, some of you guys have seen this for you know, close to a year now, but some people still don't know what it is, and they still have the same questions all the time. So if if I do one video kind of talking about my top questions, and doesn't mean my answers are right or wrong, just my opinion on them, then when people ask me, I can maybe send them a link of like, you know, watch this video kind of thing, right? So I might do one of those in the near future. Jack 7. I'm gonna raise them up from the small blind here. A lot of times you'll see me size it up bigger because the big blind has such good value just to call a min raise. So I tend to size it up a little bit just so he's supposed to tighten his range a little bit from calling you a little bit. You're gonna steal a bit more big blinds, get away some of those trashy hands. You're out of position, so you're not dying to see a lot of flops out of position. We could have made a note in the last video that the guy donked out hitting a flush. It would be a note worth taking. I didn't do it just from talking, but it just kind of stuck out in my head here. Here we could get check raised here, but we are gonna better hand here. A lot of draws are coming more into play there. But a lot of times his 2-pair combos, his flushes now will check raise you. Stuff like that will happen a lot on the turn. A lot of people that flop stuff won't always raise you on the flop, but they tend to get nervous by the turn, and that's where you see a lot of your check raises is on the turn. We're gonna go actually all in here, guys. A strange situation here. We have them both covered. This guy could easily have nothing. This guy is pretty shallow that if he did call 6 big blinds, we have Jack 9. If we have 45% chance for most of his range that calls us and we have a chance to get a booty. If he did beat us, we're still in a great position. Those are the spots you have to go for a knockout format. We still would have been chip leader. This is one of those spots too here. We're going to go all in here. King 4 suited is definitely wide, but it's good. King 10's and all in here, guys. Ace 5 suited wakes up the hand. We have a chance to get both knockouts here. If there's the king, he gets the straight here. So the wrong guy won it because he gets the small booty too. So this is definitely not the guy we wanted to win. But I like our play there. Now we're heads up, even in chips. We had a chance to get 2 knockouts there, or definitely 1, right? So it was the worst outcome for us. But I would make that play with that hand and that spot with those blinds all the time. Now, when you make your notes, you got to be aware of those spots that people's ranges are changing because of the circumstance. So if you saw me jam there with like 20 big blinds with a mediocre hand, doesn't mean someone's a crazy player. You got to understand what they're doing. And when Grand Tour first came out, I'm guilty of that too. I'd make notes like this guy's a crazy donkey. And if I went back and watched my first videos, I bet you a lot of comments I was making was inaccurate. And if I would rewatch them, I'd want to correct myself in a lot of judgment of hands. I remember my first Grand Tour video when I knocked someone out and I didn't get the money because 2 of us knocked him out. I was so confused, but I didn't realize that I didn't have the guy covered because I didn't even understand how it worked. But you live and learn, right? Ace 10 here. This guy seems a little wild. I'm going to just jam it. Okay, we're ahead. Can we hold? Scary flop. And he gets there. Okay, we're going to buy in right away from the 60s because when you're playing someone like that, and we want to make a video anyways, a lot of times when you see me buying from the 60s the other time, if I'm playing really bad people at the 25s and they just win, I'm trying to catch them. So right there, we just caught the guy. I'm pretty sure that was him. And I'll chase sometimes a bad player that's about to go to a final table, knowing that it's, 3 other players. I already know one of them. You're hoping, and then you're risking the 2 other people. But if you're playing someone that shouldn't be at a final table or you think you have an edge at, I do find sometimes you can follow them. Lately, I just want to show you. Someone made on a comment, why is he not just writing like X for every final table? I agree. So lately, I've just been writing G. So when you see me write G, G just means my new final table. Grand Tour final table, just so I don't have to write it all out every time. So you guys got a glimpse at every single stake here. If we win this, then we're profitable. If we lose this, we're not. So this guy here, see me buying the 60s. He's a friend of the channel. Nice guy, grinds every day. That size is a little too high for me. We want to call Queen 10 there. Some people would call in that spot, but 3.5 big blind there. I think he's looking to get it all in there. And a lot of, if I flop top here, there, we're going to be maybe in a bad spot. See how he plays here. Maybe change our notes. If we find out he's a red player, then obviously with more info, then maybe I'd call the Queen 10 hand. But sometimes when you don't have enough people, enough information, you want to slow it down. So we're now going to call him a red player. So not a good play by him. But until you know that stuff, you know, you gotta sometimes play a little tight till you get a little more information. For my stock friends out there who want to buy stocks and want to know what I'm buying, my favorite stock as of now I bought this week is called BlackBerry. Ticker is called BB. Look up BlackBerry. I got it in for about $8.69 and it's already gone up to 9 something. But I think it's going to go much higher than that. It's going to take a little bit, but in the next year to 3-4 years, I see that minimum doubling, but actually I expect it to go a lot higher than that. But do your own research. Just want to share. Some people seem like they liked when I was talking about stocks, but if you do play the market, I think it's worth looking into, but it's up to you guys. It's a pretty powerful raise here, min raising with that board on the river. Pocket sixes versus our friend here is hopefully going to go all in here. Get a bounty here, get some chips. Sometimes they'll limp in here because this guy's low. Yep, go all in. If he goes all in here, we're going to jam him. And hopefully this guy folds to the left of us. I don't want to play sixes versus 2 people if we don't have to. He could have been just trying to see if he can get this guy by himself. And that's the plan. Sixes versus ace queen. Can we win a bounty? It's a big one. Okay, guys, we get a knockout. And it's gray, so it's going to be about 35 bucks. That was kind of close, $25. And we get the chips. So that's just me playing a lot of games, seeing that guy limp in with those stack sizes, what he was trying to do. He was hoping we'd all fold, or that guy goes all in and we fold, and then he had a mediocre hand that he wants to call 7-8 big blinds for a chance of a bounty. Maybe he had like 7-8 or 5-7 or something like that. It could be like Jack-9, and he's afraid that we're going to raise him, but he still wants a chance of that bounty. That's what that type of play a lot of times in. Now some players might even trap with aces there, knowing that we might raise to go after that bounty. So it's going to be really polarizing. It's going to usually be not that good or really, really good. It's kind of how I would play that hand. Okay, we're going to size this up a little bit based on this flop. He's going to hit this pretty hard. I prefer to have 9-8 than 7-8, but we're going to bet it up. We have the backdoor clubs that gives us a little more equity too. We're going to get it all in here, guys. See if we're ahead. He could be doing this with his draws. There it goes with the draw. Hold. We get it, guys. We get a bounty. So he did it with 2 overcards and an open end. We were 70% favorites, but it's definitely not a bad play by him, depending on what he puts me on. So if he puts me on ace-9, then it's a very good play. But the fact that his king or 10 wouldn't win the hand, he needed the open end, that helped us a lot that we had 2 pair. That's a much better spot than being in a 1 pair situation there. Okay, we're going to let this go. Okay, we're heads up versus a player. We already have $38 in knockouts. Not the, oh, I would have floated once there. Probably gonna bet here. Delayed bet. Okay, guys, let's get some hands here. Okay, we got a piece of the pie. Doesn't seem to see bet too often. Okay, we will call here. Alright guys, we're going to look for a big check raise here. We're going to go all in here. Guys, we double up, baby. We got him to call the top pair, which I don't think was the best call in that spot. All our two pairs are going to raise. 10 jack got there. Queen flush draws are going to get there. Okay, let's get the 2 of hearts. There's a 2. Could check it here, but it doesn't mean he missed this board. We're gonna let it go. It's a horrible card for him to bluff on. Too bad this wasn't a higher card, like a queen or a king. He's gonna bet now. We'll let him have it. That's actually a really good card for us. We're gonna pot control it, but I like that that ace there. He's gonna stab at this a lot of times. Try to get value out of a jack here. Could be jack queen, jack 10, jack 9. But the fact that I think this player would call with a jack there. I'm gonna call here, guys. Okay, I expect a lot of checks here on this turn. Could be checking this river. Sorry, this turn here. Wow. 9 and 8, king. I guess we'll let it go. We're really not getting that many hands. Okay, here we go. Oh, it hurts. Okay, this guy's been really aggressive, so we're going to try to trap him with ace 10. He's going to raise. We would have jammed him. Not the best flop, but we'll stab at it. He doesn't seem to fold on too many flop bets. Size it up a bit. Okay, is that 10 good enough? He's going to jam us. Jack 8, there we go. Alright guys, let's close this one out. Jack 3 suited. See if we can limp in here. Okay, we're going to check it because I think he's going to raise us. We bet last time the board doubled. That's a great card for us. I'm going to stab at it now. Okay. Pocket sevens, guys, for the win. Here we go. Sevens, ace, queen. Oh, we need a 7. And it has to be not a spade. Okay, so he doubles up. Gets a full house here. 10 queen, we're going to jam him here over a limp. Okay, we're going to check our baby flush here. And we're going to call river if he bets. Oh, he's got the 7. He called on that flop. Okay, guys, can we double up 10-9 suited here? It's a good hand for us to have this shallow here. We got him crushed. Okay, guys, we doubled up, took the chip lead. We're not going to mess around, miss a flop. We're just going to jam with king, queen suited here. Club ball. There's a club. There's a club. Oh. Okay, guys, we're jamming this. What a tight ass game. Oh man. Oh, that one hurt. Okay, we got a call here, guys. 8-6 suited versus ace-4. Let's go. 6 ball. 6 ball. We chopped it. Son of a bitch. Queen 7 is not horrible. Okay, let's do it. Open end. Diamond. Open end. Queen 7. We got it, guys. We won it. It's blue balls, but we did win it. That was a lot battle. I'd probably change that, guys. Instead of red, the way he played there, I'm just going to call him more aggressive than red. He seemed to be pretty solid heads up there. So we did win one, guys. $216, but it was from the 60s, right? So guys, we're at a bankroll peak. I hope you found that one a little fun. We're at $6,662.62. Showed you all different levels there. We're not going to do that too often, but I thought you guys would find it a little fun. Smash the like button. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.